Yo. Hey guys, it's Pop and Jock Slate here. Wait, back with a double unboxing, and this time we're pushing the numbers up. This right here, what you see here, is $28,000 worth of sneakers. And I know what you're thinking, $28,000, Jock Slate? Yes, $28,000, because it all went to the Doernbecher OHSU Hospital. It's a children's hospital, and these sneakers were designed by children, and at said auction for these children, these shoes sold for a total of $28,000. So with that being said, I think it's time to hop into it. Let's start with the first box.
We're gonna start low. We're gonna see where we can go with this. We're gonna start at $1,000. Let's get this thing started. $1,000. Where are we at? $2,000. $3,000. Where are we at? $2,000 looking for three. $2,000 looking for three. $3,000. $4,000 right there. $5,000. $6,000. Auctions on. Everybody bid. $6,000. $7,000 right here. $8,000 here. $8,000 looking for $9. $8 looking for $9. $9,000. $9 looking for $10. Let's get it started right here. $9 looking for $10. $10,000 in the front row. $11,000 right there. $11,000 going once at $11,000. Twice. Sold it your way for $11,000. What's your bidder number?
Now, these were designed by a young lady named Kalia. She had a traumatic brain injury when she was younger and had to go to Doernbecher Hospital to have surgery, and she was selected as part of the Doernbecher 2019 freestyle program. Actually, I'll let you hear her story from her.
I came to Doernbecher because I was in a motor vehicle accident.
Her seatbelt broke and she was ejected. Her head made contact with the semi-truck. I remember they told us that she had suffered a traumatic brain injury, multiple facial fractures, skull fractures. They didn't know how many strokes she had had. She had a brain hemorrhaging, and they told us that they never thought she would talk again. I chose Doernbecher because I've been in the medical field and I know what they're capable of. I knew she had a chance to live.
I was at Doernbecher for 2 months after the accident.
Kalia wore a helmet. Her skull was removed, so her only protection for her brain was a helmet, and she needed it for everything. The only time it would come off is if she was in bed.
After the 2 months, I was in the hospital for a year because I had 9 surgeries. What's different about my skull is that the left side of my skull is fake. It's synthetic. Yeah, I actually remember when I had to go walking for the first time. It was hard, but I did it.
Yeah, Doernbecher treated us like family every time. Every day. I mean, they were just right there for us.
When we found out she was chosen for the Nike Freestyle, Kalia was just screaming and jumping, and everybody just joined in.
Working with the Nike designers was fun, amazing, and a blast. Nike Freestyle is fun because I get to show all my emotions and fun things onto my shoe. Do the infinity and then put family. I am designing React Element 55, a hoodie, and tights. Doernbecher is very important to me because they saved my life, they're my heroes, and they'll forever be my friends.
So as you can see, Kalia is a very happy, very excited kid, and that's where her sneaker comes in, because you can see that same sort of personality in her shoe. So let's take these out of the box here. You see we have the React Element 55. This is a women's shoe. So part of the Doernbecher program, some of them are women's shoes and some of them are men's shoes. Kalia worked on a women's shoe, obviously. And you can see that it starts out in pink. It has her logo here, which is like a line with like a ribbon that forms the K, which is for her name Kalia. So that's Kalia Strong. I had a chance to interview her, and she said that she likes glittery things. And thus, we have a glittery swoosh, which I totally appreciate. She's really into emojis and obviously texting and things like that. So you see that on the lateral side of both of the heels, you have two emojis there. There's one with the I heart emoji, and then there is the silly emoji sticking out her tongue, because she's really into emojis. But when it comes to her brain injury, you see that she has a brain here on the inside that represent obviously the traumatic brain injury, TBI. And then the GLC is a family member of hers that passed away from a car accident. Something about the shoe that represents her family is literally all of the letters that you see here on the eyelets. They all represent someone from her family. Then it has I love M there, I love M there. And then something that she has here again is family here. She loves her family. And then she has the infinity family symbol there in green. Now, when you want to know a little bit more about Kalia, which you should when you buy these shoes on the 7th, is that she wants to go to cosmetology school, and so she has scissors there. It has her last name, Corona, there on the heel pools. And if you look to the inside of the, what is this, right? Yeah, right, of the right shoe, has a football with her brother's initial, and then 348, which is her dad's labor union, which I think was really, really cool as well, to show that, you know, she really loves her family and she put her whole family into this shoe, which is something that I really appreciate and really love about her. So again, Kalia's shoes went for $11,000 at the auction. All of that money will go to the OHSU Doernbecher Hospital. So if you have not had the opportunity to pick up a pair of Doernbecher shoes yet in the past couple of years when they did these shoes, this is the time to get one. The money goes there. They've raised like $27 million, I think it is, for the hospital, and the money goes directly to the hospital to help the kids. I really love what Nike is doing, but it doesn't stop here. There's more kicks happening right around here. So with that being said, let's hop into, see, we got a classic sneaker coming with this one, and you guys may not actually be familiar with this model because it's not a model that gets a ton of love or that's been super popular lately. So when I found out that he was doing this shoe, and by him, I mean the young legend, Branson Fernando, as you can see right there from that top camera. Branson is 13 years old, and he designed the Air Max Triax 96, and he had kidney cancer and had to have a kidney transplant. But before I get into his shoe, I want you guys to learn a little bit more about his story. So check this out.
I'm Branson, and I'm 13 years old.
Branson is a goofball. He enjoys life and tends to be very silly and just likes to have fun. At 7 months of age, we found out he had bilateral Wilms tumor, which is cancer of both kidneys. At 8 months of age, he had his right kidney removed completely, and the tumor was left in his left kidney. And so we did chemo, and at 15 months of age, we had to have the upper and lower lobe of his left kidney removed. And so for 12 years, he has lived with half of a kidney.
And he did just fine for almost 12 years, so we were very thankful.
And so on March 19th of 2018, Dr. Jenkins walked into the room with a box of Kleenex and looked at me and said, "It's time." And at that point, we knew his kidney was done. Doernbecher is the one place that we could do a kidney transplant. My only place that I would have allowed a kidney transplant in the state of Oregon. He was in surgery for almost 12 hours. It was a very lengthy procedure, but the kidney started working right on the operating table. And his donor and him were able to see each other within 6 hours.
Melissa is my donor. She's a part of the family now.
They've become very close. He calls her his kidney mom. And I think that's something of huge value because he takes care of his kidney because he has a relationship with her. The freestyle has been just an amazing experience for him.
When I found out I was doing freestyle, I almost tackled my brother, and then I started chasing my puppy around the house. My favorite part of freestyle is designing it. I designed a shoe, a hoodie, and a backpack.
It's giving an opportunity for these kids to just express themselves and be honored, but it also gives back to an organization and a hospital that touches a lot of lives. To Dr. Jenkins, you've saved our kid's life.
I love Doernbecher.
So Branson is a super, super cool dude, as you can tell from the video, and he has a really cool voice too. I love his voice. But let's take a look at his shoe. Again, this is the Air Max Triax 96. Very, very cool looking shoe. As you can see, Comes with 2 extra sets of laces, blue and orange, and I'll get into these in just a moment of why he chose blue and orange. But first, I wanted to get into some of the details of his sneaker. First of all, let's start at the toe here. So we have leather going all the way around the shoe, and then we have like this suede material. I believe not suede. It's like this soft cotton textile that goes around here just to add a little bit of extra texture to it. And then we have mesh going up the toe, which I believe is a really nice touch there. So Branson actually had kidney cancer, and he really was involved with the person who was the donor for his kidney. And that's why you see here at the back, they have the dumbbells, but the dumbbells are shaped like kidneys. So that's where you get that from. You have his initials right there in a very distinct style there. So if you see that logo, it'll kind of give you a clue to what the rest of the shoe is all about. Then on the inside of the shoe, we have a donkey, which is for his nurse at the hospital. He really had a lot of love for his nurse, and she liked donkeys, so he put a donkey there on his shoe. And just like almost all the other kids in the program, he put family there. There's always something that ties you to your family. It's very, very important in situations like these to have your family there and have your family there to help you. And that's where he put the family there. Now, you may be thinking, what's up with all of this orange and blue on the shoes? Well, I'm here to tell you. I say the blue is for the color of his donor's favorite team, which is the Los Angeles Dodgers. But then when you go to the orange, his favorite baseball team is the Giants, and so that's why you have the orange and the blue, really a rivalry, but he's bringing them all together. One thing I do actually really like, though, is that they almost made this sort of like tiger style print with the kidneys, and then they have the color there, so it's almost like a camo slash tiger style print with the all over print of the kidneys there on the inside. Now on the back of the shoe, you see you have 3 B's, which represent him and his brothers. Then he has another B here again for the 3 B's for him and his brother. But the big thing with the shoe is on the outsole, which is the boom right there. So boom is what people call him, and he got the boom there on the outsole, and he was really excited about it when I talked to him in his interview, and he was saying how you can actually walk through the sand and like you could see the boom in the sand with his footprint, and it was really hard to do. But one thing I love about the Doernbecher program is that they never tell the kids no. They try the best to make anything that the kids want to happen on their shoes happen. That goes from logos from other brands, cartoons, anything, or down to getting boom on the outsole. He got it there. And then you also see the boom there on the air unit as well. If you look further, details include the boom right there with like the little boom logo around the Nike swoosh there at the toe. And then the insoles, they have the boom, and then they also have family on the insoles as well. One is in blue, one is in orange, obviously. Again, the Dodgers and the Giants, and then they kind of mix it up with the Dodgers and Giants with the colors here, which looks really, really cool to me, and really, really dope event. So here is, again, this is Branson's Air Max Triax 96. These went for $18,000 at the auction.
All right. We're going to start the bidding at $15,000. Round of applause. 16,000 right here. Look, 16 looking for 17. 17,000 on this side. 17 looking for 18. 17 looking for 18. Let's give a round for the bidders. Let's warm those hands up. 17 looking for 18. 17 going once. Someone else bidding? Is there? No. 17 going twice. You guys are so close on this side. Do you want to say sold?
Sold.
Sold for $17,000.
So all that money is going to go to the auction. But then we have Kalia's React Element 55. Both of these go on sale on December 7th. Again, the money goes towards the Doernbecher OHSU Hospital. So if you have an opportunity to pick up a pair of these, know that it's for a good cause, and that these kids are really out here designing and putting their heart and their soul and telling their stories through these sneakers, which is something we always talk about in the sneaker world. Tell your story, keep it authentic to you, tell your truth, do what you want, and that's what these kids were able to do with these shoes. And for me, I take it as a privilege and an honor that I I am chosen by these kids to be able to tell their story and unbox their kicks right here on this channel. So with that being said, guys, as always, I appreciate you. Make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe. And if you really like what you see here on this channel, why don't you go ahead and turn on those notifications. I'm Jacques Sade, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Caring and loving. Like, I put a lot of time and effort, and I just want, like, once they see it, they want, like, I want that shoe, and I want to, like, support OHSU.